URT, who are we? URT. This is the URT. You are the URT. Welcome to the URT. Big up the masses, big up the people. Welcome, people, as we go beyond the cheesy headlines, the cheesy headlines, as we go beyond the cheesy headlines, people, and the clickbait FC, as we go beyond and we ask serious questions. People are like, oh, Amorim's ex-players don't want to come join him. What about if he's telling them not to come? This is the guy who threatened to quit twice. What about if he's telling them, listen, boys, I can't guarantee I'm going to be here. I can't guarantee I'm going to be here. So, yeah, what about that? And people are like, ooh, you're coming up with some weird question. Nah, I'm stating it. Did he threaten to quit once in January and at the final whistle in that final? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He threatened to quit. So why would that be some like conspiracy that I'm making up? Why would I make it up? I'm just asking the question. What about if he's like, a guy that wanted to leave twice would be out of this world for him to go, listen, I don't know how long I'm going to be there. I don't know how long I'm going to be there. That's the question, people. That's the question. That's the question, people. Jump on FC. Jump on FC. Here we go. Here we go. Jump on FC. Here we go. Here we go. Got a flag here, mate. Got a flag here. Raise it. Raise it. Raise the flag, people. Raise the flag. Raise the flag of Palestine. If you know, you know. We raised the flag of Palestine, mate. Free Palestine, 24/7, every single day, people. Every minute of every day. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, people. Let's be having you. Let's be having you. Smash the likes. And pick up to every one of you. But yeah, we're going to be asking the questions, people. We're going to be asking the questions. That's what we're here to do. So, Ruben Amorim has threatened to quit twice. My guy's threatened to quit twice. Right? Twice. He threatened to quit twice. But all of a sudden, me saying, what about if he's telling these people, if he's telling any of these players, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Do you not think that that's a natural thing? And then we're going to be talking about the man who's got all the power. The man with all the power of Manchester United. The man Jim Glazer loves. The man that says Jim Glazer looks to for everything. The man that Jim Glazer came out and praised in interviews, which is Mr. Wilcox, mate. Mr. Wilcox. So we're going to be diving into a little bit of who Mr. Wilcox is. Nura, don't care. Let him. Okay. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to Saeed as well, man. Big up. Big up to everybody. We're live, people. We're asking the question. I think some of the boys might be jumping on in a minute. Luani. And, you know what I mean? Luani and my brother, Lesso. You know what I mean? They might be jumping on in a minute. But big up to all of you lot. Please smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're here, we're live. We're live and direct, people. We're here, we're having it. We are having it. We are having it, people. We're having it. And we're live. So big up to all of you lot. Yeah, blood, murder, she wrote. This World Cup thing, Paris Saint-Germain smacked Atletico Madrid for 4. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, people. Crazy. But yeah, please smash the like. Please smash the like. And everybody is getting giddy about this Ekatike. Yo, everybody's getting giddy, FC. Listen, if he's got any people around him, he needs to go somewhere else, man. Manchester United are going to stunt his growth. He won't be able to. He will not be able to grow around here, mate. He won't be able to grow and develop as a player. Trust me, he won't. Yeah, man, free Palestine, man, always. Every second of every minute of every day of every week of every month of every year. Free Palestine. Stop the blockade, mate. End the blockade. Big fuck you to Sisi, the Egyptian government. Big fuck you to those cowards. Big fuck you to them. Yeah? Big fuck you to them. I've been humming and Giddy FC. Here we go, all myself all day. Giddy FC. Here we go. You know this, man. It's Giddy FC. Here we go, mate. But I mean, big up to you, though. Please, people, let's get to 50 likes ASAP. Let's get to 50 likes. Today's likes is 150 likes for the stream. Let's get to it, people. Let's get to it. We're 30 likes away. Let's do it. But yeah, I'm just saying it as it is, people. What about if Amorim is telling them, listen, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I do not know how long I'm going to be here. Because if Manchester United start bad next season, people, which is in 3 months' time, if Manchester United are in trouble in August, right? In August, the first 3 fixtures into September, then it could be a wrap. Could be a rapido for my guy, regardless what we think. Bringing Ekitike will be another Hoyland situation. Do we really want to go through that patch again? Another player who's just popped up this season, couldn't hack it with PSG. Well, he's a young player, isn't he? He's a young player. He's talented. Let's be real. He's more talented than Hoyland. But Manchester United don't develop players. So what's the point of getting a player when we don't develop players? We do not develop players. So what's the point? What's the point of getting my guy if we don't develop players? Please, people, smash the like, subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to the channel. Big up to all of you lot. Big up to all of you lot. So for me, we'll get into that as well when the boys come on. But yeah, is my question outlandish? I'm just thinking outside the box. A lot of you are saying, oh, this person has denied this person, this person. And I'm like, yo, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying to you lot. What about if he's telling them, I'm not sure if I'm going to be here that long? Certain players want guarantees. If they're going to follow their coach, they want certain guarantees. You know? So, for me, it's an okay question to ask. It's an okay question to ask people. Yeah, big up, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up Jamie Wade, man. Valued member, Ahmad. Big up to Ahmad. Big up to Shakarian. Big up all the mods in the chat. This chat amazing. You all cheered me up the other day, man. Listen, condolences to you and your family, bro. Condolences to you and your family. You talk to Shakarian. Shakarian has also lost, one of his grandparents, so he knows. I agree, better than Hoyland, but he was coming on his own. No point because basically another young player leading the line. Yeah, 100% inexperience. You're looking forward to the Prem as a whole next season, Ira. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how Liverpool kick on. It's going to be very interesting to see Man City come back. If Arsenal can put their, big pants on and see if they can come and win a league after 20-something years. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting to know where we're going to finish. I still think with the signings that we made so far, we've only signed one player, Giddy FC. We've signed numero uno, one player, just the one player. But you would think that, Dom, that we've signed everybody. The Clickmate FC will have you have it that we've signed everybody, but we haven't. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to next season. I'm looking forward to who's going to be. Can Liverpool win a league again? Would they go 22? And would this be a decade of Liverpool dominating, or would Man City bite back? Or can Arsenal get it in the mix? Winning a title after a long time. All will be revealed. Teams like Newcastle, how they navigate the Champions League and the Premier League. Nottingham Forest, do they kick on? So many plots, so many unknowns next season. Villa, do they come back? Do they make better signings this summer? You know, it's going to be very interesting next season. We've already got incredible players. We've got Reinders, who I love. Jerky's going to be a baller. You know, if Pep gets the best out of him, Jerky is an amazing, talented footballer. You've got Frimpong, or you know what I mean. You got Wirtz, who's come here for the biggest fee the biggest fee really, the biggest fee, British transfer record. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Nuruddin, we need to talk. You need to talk with the man. Them they're getting giddy over Ineos signings and praising Jim Durrant. Listen, let them do what they do, bro. I'm not here to police nobody. I just voice my opinion. I'm not here to police nobody. People need to do what they need to do, bro. Believe what they want to believe. But here, it's the United, it's the real, and it's the therapy. It's United with a big real therapy. That's what you're here for, pal. That's what you're here. So if you can't get it there, if you're not getting it there, JM, you know where to come, mate. You know where to come. You know where to come. Yeah, tomorrow it's gonna be 6 months since he passed. Yeah, big up, man. I believe he went yesterday. Still this day, I still think about him all the time. Yeah, man. Of course you do. Of course you do, man. Of course you do, man. So you and Jamie Wayne know and understand how you feel, man. Losing grandparents, you know what I mean? Big up, love to you, lot. Abdi's getting excited already. Kunya, Ekatike, and Bema, I'll be happy with that. Who's going to pass him the ball? What about the midfield? Who's going to keep the ball out of the goal? Who's going to be the goalkeeper? Who's going to be the centre half? Who's going to be the midfielder? Where's the right wing back? What are we doing out here? We're going to be back to Dilot Obrigado tax next season. Is that what you want? Okay. I see you. I see you. I see you. Big up, people. Let's get to 100 likes, people. Let's get to 100 likes ASAP. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Let's be having you. Giddy FC. Here we go. Here we go. Big up the Giddy FC. Yeah, man. Big up. Big up, man like Luani. Big up. Big up to everybody. Yeah, congratulations to Northern Ireland, by the way. Northern Ireland are World Cup champions. Northern Ireland just won the darts World Cup. Big up to Northern Ireland. Congratulations to Ben. Big up to Ben and his country, man. Big up Northern Ireland. Congratulations to Northern Ireland, mate. World Cup champions at darts, eh? World Cup champions. Big up, Ben. How you doing?
Yes, history is made tonight, man. We've won our first ever major trophy. Listen, big up to Gurney and big up to Josh Rock. Honestly, man, like, you know, history is definitely made tonight. Obviously, you see everyone on Twitter saying how, like, you know, Northern Ireland have actually won a major trophy, a World Cup. He says the scenes are crazy. Like, this is the joys and the beautiful sport, bro. And, you know, honestly, man, I just, even the look in the both them two's faces, man, like, you know, they were both very emotional, man. And look, man, honestly, hopefully we can kick on as a country. Obviously we've got the World Cup qualifiers coming up for both. Look, obviously the Northern Irish and the Irish were playing. So look, I'm happy one of them won. That's the main thing, man, because I think Northern Ireland, the two lads were outstanding. So they were. And hopefully we can kick on in the World Cup qualifiers, because so far if we qualify for the World Cup, win the World Cup darts, honestly this could be fucking phenomenal for not only just Northern Ireland itself but the state itself, you know, because I see Northern Ireland, Ireland, I just see it one state. I don't see two countries, I see one country. And they did us proud, man. And big up to everyone that went to Germany, and big up to all the German fans, by the way. Seen a couple of Palestinian flags, letting them be known. And once again, man, big up to Iran, by the way. Big up to shout out to Iran for answering back. Who the fuck do Israel think they are, man? Firing missiles without even negotiating or any of that. And they were showing like all the jets in Israel and all that stuff. I feel like asking, where the fuck did you get those jets, man? You just didn't get that. The fucking Americans got you it. you fucking Zionist bastards, man. Honestly, taking the fucking piss, bro. And do you know what, man? Like, I know the people of Israel are like there's lots of them that aren't Zionist. And honestly, man, it's never nice seeing missiles and bombs like going into the country. But at the end of the day, man, like this has just been going on for far, far too long, man. Zionists, 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 and it's been going on for centuries. This Gaza Israel war, like it's just been on for too long, man. We need peace, free Palestine every single fucking minute of every day, and yeah, man, I'm just absolutely like it's just heartbreaking to actually witness what's going on like online, man. Like it's fucking mental, bro. What's going on, but. Nah, big up to the Northern Irish, man. Big up to Gurney and Josh Rock. Let's go. But hopefully we can kick
Big
on,
up.
man. But big up to you, Nerdin. Big up the
Big
chat.
up. Big up, Ben. Big up, Beef Bully. Beef Bully. It's a nerdy little question. What do you think of Tommy Robinson? I think this of Tommy Robinson. He's a Zionist little pig. Yeah. If you want to know who he is, look up who funds him. Look up who funds him. Yeah.
Facts.
To try to divide people in this country. So he is a little bitch. And actually, he's not even a little bitch. I can't even call him a dog. Dogs. Actually, I treat more dog, dogs more better than him that I would ever treat him. He's a piece of shit. And have I ever seen him in, boy, oh boy, it's on site. Just know it. It's on fucking site. It's on site. He's a fascist little prick, mate. That's what he is.
Facts.
And just find out, yeah, he's brainwashing a lot of the working class people in the UK and Ireland, actually. He's brainwashing people in Ireland as well. Yeah. So just remember, he is funded by the Zionists, the billionaire Zionists in the US. Just follow the money. Big up to everybody, people. Please smash the like.
Big up, Shaq.
Yeah, man. Fuck Israel, man.
Always,
free Palestine, man.
Always.
Yeah, he's a little rat, mate. He's a little Zionist rat.
Yeah.
You know.
Facts.
Big up Yemen, man.
Always big up Yemen too, man. Always.
Yeah, big up. And solidarity with the people of Iran. Always love.
Always, bro. Always.
Yeah. Zionist prick me. That's how it is. That's how it is, mate. But big up to everybody. So I'm asking the question tonight, Ben. A lot of people, I've triggered a lot of people. You know me. I go beyond the headlines. We go beyond the clickbait. And I'm asking the question. A lot of people are like, ex-players are denying Amorim. But what if Amorim is telling these ex-players, guys, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Why bother? Is that a legitimate question, yes or no, Ben?
You see, when it comes to the ex-players, I see two sides. I think you're completely right. I think one side can be true. I think he might be telling the ex-players to stay away from this club. It's fucking toxic as hell. And then there's another side, Nurden, where, the NEOS bootlickers would say, oh, NEOS are different. We're going to be moving on from this Ten Hag shit, getting in his players he knows. Instead, we'll be getting players that, NEOS
1 minute, Ben, just 1 minute. Adewale. Well, fuck Bruno then if he's a Zionist. He can fuck off as well. He can fuck off as well. Big up to you, though, Adewale. Love. Go ahead. Carry on, Ben.
Fuck, I didn't think Bruno would be a Zionist, but fuck him if he is, bro. That's where I'm sitting at. One side of the argument could be he's told likes of Gyökeres, Quenda, don't come to Man United. It's toxic. Glazers own it. NEOS are fucking dickheads. And then the other side, Jordan, which is obviously the NEOS bootlickers, they would say NEOS are different. We've learned from our Ten Hag mistakes. We're not going to buy players that the manager wants. We're going to buy players that what NEOS want for Manchester United. So there's two sides there, and you know what, man? I don't really. I'm 50-50 with it, man. Don't get me wrong. I think if you look at Man United right now, it's literally a ghost right now because we just destroy young players. We destroy anyone that comes here. It's been a disaster for the last 12 or 13 years, man. And maybe being devil's advocate, maybe they have learned obviously with Ten Hag, his mistakes. Maybe the likes of Wilcox has said, look, we're not getting you Gyökeres, we're not getting you Quenda, because Quenda, before he went to Chelsea, he was severely linked with us. So maybe they're doing that. Maybe they're telling Ruben saying, "Look here, you're the guy at this moment in time, but we're buying players for the future, and we don't know if you're going to be the future. We're still going to back you, but we don't know if you're going to be the future. But we're going to buy players that, if worst case scenario you are sacked, there's players there that a young coach or a modern coach can come in and coach them." Instead of, because the biggest issue in the last 12 years, nerding with this, these like these coaches, it has been recruitment, and it also has been managers. So at the end of the day, man, I don't know where I'm at, man. I can't really answer that question at the moment because I see two sides of it. I'm leaning towards what you think. I do generally think he has told them to not come to this football club, because Quenda and Amorim, they were very, very close at Sporting Lisbon. Very, very close. So he might have told them, don't come at all. And I don't know, man. I just don't know. And all the NEOS bootlickers would say, oh, you're making shit up. You're making shit up. It's, NEOS are different. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? You're on
Big
mute.
Big up to Imran. Imran, listen, somebody said he's a Zionist, and if he is, then fuck him. Bruno, somebody said he was a Zionist. Adewale said he was a Zionist. If he is, then fuck him, innit? We don't give a fuck whatever player. It could be our favorite player. If they're Zionists, they can all fuck off. But yeah, let's do it, people. Let's hit the likes. Let's do it. Yeah, I just think that for me, a lot of people are saying, Amorim, his ex players are snubbing him, and I'm like, but what about if he's telling them? And the reason why I'm asking the question, Ben, because he threatened to quit twice. He threatened to go in January, and then he threatened to go after the final whistle of that final.
Facts.
So why people thinking my question is some sort of ludicrous or some conspiracy thing? But people are saying that. People were saying yesterday or the day before when Gorkayas, you're correct, said no. Correct. People are like, oh, his ex-players are denying him. And I'm like, what about if he's telling them, listen, guys, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. So the question, we're going to post the question now. Get involved in the poll, people. Do you think they will sack him? They will sack. Do you think they will? Do you think Ineos and Glazers will sack Amorim if he has a bad start? That's the question. Yay or no? Get involved, people. But please, when you vote, just smash the like as well. Vote and smash the like. You can do both. You can vote, smash the like. You know what, Ben? The tragedy is that people don't want to like the videos, right? So they want to vote, but they don't want to like the videos. It's crazy. Get involved in the poll, man. You're really going to the same place. Just smash the like. It's just there right next to each other in the screen. Let's be having you people. Smash the like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're on the road to 14K. Let's be having you people. Let's be having you. Amorim has 1 year left in his contract after this season. If 6 or 7 I'm bought in, it's gone. But this is what it is. Yep. Yeah. He doesn't have that much. People are saying more late December. That's what people are saying. But people, there's 150, nearly 150 of you in here. Please just smash a like on the video. Yeah, I think it's possible, Ben. I mean, what do you think? I think he's not gonna get the same grace that he got, and he's not gonna say, "Oh, we're crap, we're the worst, man." He's not gonna. Nobody wants to hear that shit, that balava that he was coming out with last season. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. I personally think I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it's his fault. I think he came here and he was promised certain things, and they never delivered. Like, they never backed him in the January. And he would have been on his way now to forming a team. If they would have got him 3 players in January, he would have been on his way, and they would have bought another maybe 4 or 5 this summer. It would have been different. But unfortunately, they're not. They haven't. So it's not all he's to blame, but I'm telling you now, there's been no patience.
No.
There is zero patience within the fan base. Ain't nobody want to hear some poetic language. Poetry. No more flowery words.
No more. No more.
The raw things. Now, for me, if we started playing better football, but we lose 2 and we win 2, I don't mind that. Because I don't think Manchester United are going to be competing for a Champions League or a league title anytime soon while the Glazers and Ineos are in charge. So, yeah. No, I doubt that very much. I really doubt that very much. I think he's retired from football, Southgate.
Seen that? Yeah, seen that.
Yeah. So, for me, let's talk about it. I'll ask you the question, Ben. Next season, what went on this season, we're not going to fly. For me, what are the most important thing I'm looking for next season? I know Manchester United are going to be inconsistent, up and down form. But what I'm looking for is vast improvement in the style of play. And if I don't see it, I'm just going to call it out as I say it. For me, I've watched shit football for a long, long time. Big up to Adewale. Adewale shared a post.
Oh, wow. Let's see it. I think it's about Bruno. I'd love to see this. And I bet all the Bruno fans would love to see this, should we say. I'd be shocked if it's true, man. I think I know Adewale does speak a lot of facts.
Let me just see this 1 second.
Make sure you like the people. The video, sorry.
Yeah. Let me have a look. I know the Brazilians are in there. A couple of Van Dijk. Okay, let's have a look. Let me check the post up. Big up to Adewale.
Big up Adewale.
Big up Adewale. Big up. Let me just get this up so we can have a look at it ourselves, people. And have a look at it ourselves.
Be shocked if it's true.
Where are we going? We're going here. There you go. We're gonna share it here. So here we go. Okay. Bruno Fernandes signed up with in support of the Zionist startup called Skillset, whose founders support the ongoing genocide and ethnic cleansing in Palestine. The ethics are bad, and he's passing. Wow, that is crazy. This is the reason why I tell you people stop worshipping human beings who kick ball. Other players who signed up include Luka Modric, Pedri, Pauleta, Roberto Carlos, Lewandowski, Torres, Cellini, Buffon, Sergio Aguero, Van Dijk.
We know Courtois.
Courtois is a Zionist, yeah.
He is.
Federico Valverde, Cesc Fabregas, Arthur Melo, Buffon, and Fabio Cannavaro. The Zionist founders, Eden Verd and Non Hutchman, who run their business out of illegally occupied territories, are pictured below. The webpage has since been taken down. Footballers properly pretending it never happened.
Holy shit. Wait.
Yeah.
Keep going to the... Oh, wow. There's a picture with all... keep going. I can't see pretty well, if you can tell me.
Yeah, you can't really see the picture. I don't know who's there, but somebody's photo's been blocked out, but yeah. It's these boys in it. It's these two guys.
Okay. Yeah.
It was Zionists in it with the Israeli army. So yeah. Yeah.
Bruno isn't a part of it anymore, and half the people are on the list to delete. See, this. Well, how do you know? How do you know, man?
Yeah. Big up, Adewale. Big up. I just seen you tag me in, bro. Big up. Fuck Bruno Fernandes, mate.
Wow. If that's
Zionist piece of shit, mate. Fuck Bruno Fernandes. Zionist piece of shit.
If he came out and said something, then you'll probably give him some sort of respect, saying I didn't do this, I didn't do that. But the fact he hasn't even said anything about it, nah, man, I'm believing every ounce of this, bro. Fuck Bruno, man. I never liked Bruno, man, and I remain it this way. So he's even pissing me off even more, man. So fuck Bruno Fernandes, man. Zionist prick. And this Zionist, man, is our captain of our football club. Fuck off, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, fuck off. Bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting, bro. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. All the Bruno lickers will say, "Oh, he didn't do it." Nah, that's bullshit,
Nah,
bro.
fuck off, man.
Bullshit.
Fuck anybody else. Yeah, big up. Big up, people. Where we got it. You got it in it. You got it. Bruno Fernandes has to come out now.
Yep.
Has to come out.
I mean, Ramos just giving him a new nickname. I'm down for that, bro. Bruno
What's the name?
Bruno Zion-Nandez.
Yeah.
That
People,
is
if
his
you're
name. Yeah, I'm giving him that.
if you're against Zionists, please smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel.
Come on. Come on.
If you're against Zionism, please smash the like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Please smash the like and subscribe to the fucking channel.
Always, bro. Always. That's crazy, man. That's really crazy about Bruno, man. Crazy.
Yeah. Smash the likes. Subscribe to the fucking channel. But yeah, let's be having you, people. Let's be having you. So yeah, what I was saying is, let's have a look at the poll. Big up to Adewale for that bit of information. Yeah, big up. There we go. Do you think Ineos and Glazers will? I didn't. Yeah. I'm a if he has a bad start. I forgot to put will sack. Big up. I'm dyslexic, people. It's what it is. 82% said yes. The 17% said no. But we're rolling up, Ben. But you were in the middle of your answer.
Yes.
What's the most important thing for me? For me, it's the football. Amorim this season has to show me something. Has to show me concrete things for me to think, okay, you know what? If he gets the players, the players that can play man for man, the players who can fit into the system that he wants to play, then yeah, then I'll be like, okay, I can get behind this. And I can oversee the bad results because, like I said, Manchester United owners are in no hurry to win a Champions League or a league title anytime soon. But go ahead, Ben.
Yep. When it comes to Amorim, 100% it's the style. And the biggest flag right now I have is, does he start wingers as his wing backs? So what I would accept is, if worst case scenario we only buy one wing back, and that's for in place of Ahmad in case he gets injured, I would expect at least one offensive winger and one, like obviously a Dorgu, or like, I don't think we're gonna get a left wing back. That's just my opinion. But if we do get another right wing back, he's got to play Ahmad or whoever it is, say Dibbling from Southampton, as just like an example. But I do not want to see Diego Dalot. I don't want to see Mazraoui in that wing back role, unless it's like a substitution and we're controlling the game. We're up 2 or 3-0 maybe, and that's obviously a fucking dream because we were shit last season. But that's the only time I'd see, because he's got to, like, I think this season's big for Amorim in terms of his in-game management. I think his in-game management has absolutely been shocking. First things first, playing De Ligt when he was injured and still playing De Ligt, and he missed the Europa League final. There's other things too, man. Like, I generally don't mind managers or coaches that learn, like, say for example, playing Manu in the striker role as a false 9. I don't mind that, man, because it's your first season. You want to try and learn things. He's a young coach, man. He's a young coach. But one thing I will never ever accept is playing a 5 at the back, man. Man United have never played 5 at the back, bro, and it's just fucking atrocious. So the wing backs, I would accept one of them being offensive and one of them being like slightly defensive. The most important thing is the 2 in the midfield. If the 2 in the midfield stay in line with each other and stay together, like I've always screamed every fucking time, how Liverpool, Newcastle, Arsenal, they all push up as a line and push back as a line, as a midfield. There's 3 in the midfield. I want whoever it is, if it's Bruno, Casemiro, Wharton, anyone, Baleba, even though I'm fucking dreaming at this moment, but I want them both pushing up and both pushing back. I don't want Bruno going up, leaving Casemiro or Ugarte behind. I don't want that, man, because it's going back to Ten Hag fucking football again. And then the final one is when we're in the final third, don't rush. Keep the fucking ball. Patience. Play the simple pass. Don't rush things, man. Get more players in the box. Don't. But I'm glad, obviously, if Garnacho's leaving, which I've heard more rumors he will be leaving. I want the 10s to be in the box with the number 9 and the wing backs to be in the width. That's all I fucking want, man. That's the 3 things I'm looking for: is the wing backs, the 2 in the midfield to push up together, and the 10s to be in the opposition's box. And also, one final thing is he's got to pick 3 defenders that can, like, obviously you got Martinez. Martinez can do it. Lenny Euro can do it. Aiden Heaven can do it. Mazarawi can do it. He's had really good man of the match performances in that right centre back role. I do not want to see a Maguire starter, man. I just don't. Delit can do. The thing is with Delit, I like Delit as a player. I don't think he suits the system, but I like Delit being in the bench. I like him being there. We can use him like here and there, like whatever games, whatever or not. This is why I think we definitely do need a defender this summer, but it's so much to ask, man. I just don't believe that any of us will get the job done. But this is where I'm at. And the keeper, man, I've said it so many times, man. I think Onana was speaking. He was in Africa the other day, and he was speaking to I think he was in Cameroon or something. And the Cameroon fans were saying, "Will you be at Manchester United next week? No, next year." And he says, "We will see. We will see. We will see." So I hope he's gone, because I think he's a major issue. Because when we're playing out of phase 1 out of Onana, he always usually goes long, and he starts to pass at the back, but he just doesn't take any risk or any of that. He just fucking hoofs it away, and we just lose the ball or hoofs it out of play. I'm just sick and tired of seeing Onana in Nets, man. And if he's in Nets next season, honestly, it's good night Vienna. But that's my conclusion. So he's got a lot to learn, man, along with the in-game management, man, because the substitutions are atrocious too, man. But big up anyways. You're on mute. Big up Luana.
Big up man like Luani.
He's in the room. He's in the room.
He's in the room. He's having it. He's having it. He's not on the truck anymore. He's resting. Rest day for him. Big up Luani.
Big up, my friends. Good evening, Therapy Army. Good evening, my brothers. Good evening, Nuruddin. Good evening, Ben. How you guys doing?
Good evening.
Yeah,
oh,
doing
good.
well, bro.
We just found out Bruno Fernandes is a Zionist.
What?
Bruno Fernandes is a Zionist.
Really?
Yeah.
Have a look on my Twitter. You'll see it.
That's crazy. Crazy.
But anyway, talk to me, Jarvis. Sorry, not Jarvis. Talk to me, Luani. How was everything? How's family? How's New York State? Yeah.
Everything is good. New York State is doing well.
Family well?
New York State doesn't need me to run. Family is well. Family is good. Today I have my day off home since it's Father's Day. So I got
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Day, yeah.
Yo, big up. Let me just get this.
Thank you.
Listen, let me just get this from my brother before. Evening, everyone. I hope all the fathers had a great day. You guys, all you guys that are footballers, aware of these companies involved in the Zionists, yeah. Just want a paycheck. Yeah, big up to you, Les. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out here. Big up to Carla. Carla was shadow banned. That's what happens when you get shadow banned, innit? That's what happens. But yeah, Luani, we asked the question today. We're asking, obviously, everybody said yesterday when Yorker turned us down, everybody was saying that, his ex-players, Kwanda, said no to him and joined Chelsea. Yorker chooses Arsenal. They say, it looks like his ex-players from Sporting don't want to come to United to follow their guy, their manager, which they got on with. And I'm like, what about if he's telling them, don't bother coming here because I don't know how long I'm going to have here? And I asked that question because I didn't grab that question out of my backside. I asked that question in the bigger context, knowing that he threatened to resign in January, then he threatened to resign again during the time after the final. So what do you think? You there, Luani? What do you think? Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah.
I think on this subject, all the possibilities are on the table. What you're saying can also be true. It cannot be. We cannot put that. We cannot discontinue that as a reason because, like you said, he already threatened that he was going to resign a couple of times. So we might be dealing with somebody who himself doesn't know what is his future next year because he haven't been given the guarantee by the board that he will have time to build his project. So this could be a real possibility that he told Jokeres that, you know what, don't bother come because I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee I'll be here. That's a very real possibility. It could also be the case of Gyökeres look at that project and does not like what he saw so far. After all, we didn't have a good season, so we cannot. Those players have their own publicists. They know where they want their career to be in a couple of years. So it could be a situation where Gyökeres sit down with his agent, he sat down with his family, his friends. They have a talk and they advise him. They say, "Don't come to a sinking ship." And he made his decision consequently. So everything, all the cards are there. I can't blame him for that. If anything, I'm looking more toward the people who came, and I'm asking myself if they have the right reason for coming here. For example, Mbuemo or Cunha, are they here for the money or they here or because they really, really want to be part of the resurgence? So
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be, listen, at the end of the day, I'm just posing the question out here. Let's have a look at the poll. I forgot to put stat, but at the moment, do you think Ineos and Glazers will stack? I forgot to put stat. Amorim, if Amorim has a bad start, 78% said yes, 22% say no. That's where we're at. People, we're not even got 100 likes yet. We've been live for almost an hour, so you're taking the piss now. We don't even have 100 likes.
Oh man,
Let's be having you people. Our target is 150 likes for the stream today. Let me know, people in the chat, what you want the next poll to be. Luani, I'll stay with you because I asked this to Ben already. For me, what are you looking for next season? For me, the most important thing I'm looking for is good football. I'm sorry, but I'm not watching shit 5 at the back anymore. And for me, Amorim has to convince a lot of us, especially people like you, Luani, who feel that this guy's not good enough. He has to convince a lot of people like you. And I actually don't think it's his fault. I think he's out of his depth. I think he's turned up at chaos football. Ineos are incompetent, don't know what the fuck they're doing. So yeah, before we jump on to our next big topic, which is Wilcox, because now the players that we sign, Wilcox is taking photos with him. It's no longer the coach. Wilcox is the boss now. And I want to get up. I want to get up what Jim Glazer said about Wilcox. Get you that quote, which is, I think, really dangerous thing to say, because looks like Wilcox got all the power now. But yeah, talk to me, Luani. What are you looking for from Amorim next season? And is it all about the results,
when it comes to
or are you
Amorim,
looking for good
next
football
season
as well?
Okay, you see, people like me, I've already said that he's not good enough. So next season, I have no expectation. I'm not looking for anything at all. I'm just sitting on the sideline and waiting for everything to go the way I think they will go. I'm not looking for good football. If anything, I'm not even looking forward to the season because there is no point. When the season starts next in September or in August, if we play good football and we put together a couple of wins, cool. That's fine. I'll watch just for the sole purpose of being entertained. That's it. The project, I don't know if I can stand behind it. They've already fired 650 people. They're letting go of the young players. I cannot subscribe to that. So I cannot throw my support behind that no matter what. So next season, I have no expectation. I'm just going in blank completely. I'm not looking for anything at all.
Big up.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. For me, it's got to be the football. I keep saying it. It's got to be the football. Or Amorim takes me to relegation, and then I'll be happy with him. He'll be a legend. Legend in my book. But we want to move on to Jason Wilcox. I don't know if you've seen it, Ben, but the man in the photos now, every time Manchester United sign a player, is him. I wanted to get you the quote up, but what are you thinking about the fact that he is getting he's getting all the power to make the signings, and we've still not seen Manchester United move on people. People who have come to the end of their contract are naturally going to be leaving and have left. But Manchester United have not sold the player yet. What's going on?
And they said Wilcox hype. They said it. They said working class. This guy did it at Manchester City. You know who all the YouTubers are that say, "Oh, Wilcox this, Wilcox will get the job done, Wilcox this." Fucking shame on you, bro. But it's a massive concern, man. We haven't even sold anyone yet. Like, you know, let alone obviously Ericsson. Like, we knew obviously he was going, but Garnacho, Rashford, you know, Sancho, like the list goes fucking on, man. And this is what I was saying, bro. And I remember last time I was on the video, nerd, and I said, why can't Ineos negotiate multiple signings or multiple outgoings? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, man. Like, you know, Wilcox and Barada and Vivel, you know, it's not only just Wilcox, nerd, and it's Vivel too. Him and Wilcox need to work together along with Barada and fly out to all these clubs that we're linked to, like, you know, likes of Mbuemo, the likes of Warden or whoever we're linked to, man. Like, you know, just need to negotiate, man, and it's just too slow, man. And it's just the same old Man United. We're gonna be, I'm telling you right now, man, the way we're running right now, we're not gonna be signing our next player till mid-July or end of July. And then we're gonna be panicking. But like, you know, that's all incomers, but where's the fucking outgoings, man? It's just embarrassing, man. And there's a leak there again. Sancho going on another loan. Rashford maybe going on another loan. Like, this doesn't help Man United at all. Because if Sancho goes on another loan, he leaves again free next year. And we would have lost, what, like 60 or 70 million? It just doesn't make any sense, man. It's just not good enough for the club. And they said, Wilcox hype, Wilcox will do this. Wilcox hasn't done jack shit, man. It's embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. Shame on Wilcox, man. And they kept, and all the bootlickers said, you know, he's gonna like steady the ship. He's gonna steady this. It's embarrassing, man. He's a fucking disgrace, Wilcox, bro. He should be sacked. Well, what about you, Luani?
Best in class.
Yeah.
Well, best in class.
Best
they say,
in
right?
class FC.
So,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Best in class
so
FC.
I'm
Listen,
trying to
go ahead.
I'm trying to ask a couple of questions, right? When we say best in class, I want to ask my fellow United fan, what is this Ineos doing that is different from what Woodward and his people did in their tenure? If you put a checklist down, right, and you compare the way Woodward was moving, Woodward and his people, and Ineos and Wilcox, Omar Barada is moving now. There are similarities that you can draw. We try to sound ready-made players. Check. We do one signing and we drag it for a long time. Check. There is a lot of PR that's surrounding the potential signing, whether we end up signing them or we sign them or not. There's a lot of PR. Check. There is a pattern to this. And when you think about it, the only thing that's like that can help establish this pattern, the only thing that's common is that we don't have money. We don't have money. These guys are trying to make us believe that we have money, that we can spend, but the money is not there. So they're running PR campaign, they wiggling their way around the FFP rules. At the end of the day, it looked like we're not the only person that got fooled. It looked like Amorim himself got fooled. I don't care what they do. City already signed 3 players. They get their signing done, move on. That's it. Liverpool have their signings. At least they have their main signings. And it's something with us that we keep negotiating and negotiating. And eventually, it's a yo-yo transfer period. Or Jokeres is coming, or he rejected us, or Mbomo is coming, or he's going to Tottenham today. This is something we have been doing since Woodward. So, hey, you know what? They can sell us the fairy tales. You guys can, anybody that one can jump on the ship, if they want. But like Nuruddin said, if you haven't identified until now that this is all a PR campaign and we're getting food, and they would make one signing and just drag it all as long as they can. Why? Because they don't have money to sign other. I've been hearing things that we have to sell in order to buy, and maybe that's true. And then we can't even sell. Why? Because our players are on some of the highest wage. Now what's up? Now we're stuck, and it's the same rhetoric. So I don't best in class. I'm not too sure. Same in class, yes, definitely.
Yeah, well, fair enough, bro.
Yep,
fair enough. But let me just read you lot. I've got it on here in this article, but let me just read you lot. Jim Glazer has praised Jason Wilcox's expertise and influence at Manchester United. Particularly, look what he said, his eye for talent and his understanding of the team's needs. Radcliffe views Wilcox the guy at the coal phase who's crucial for identifying what works and what doesn't, especially regarding player recruitment and team development.
Oh, bro.
So this is what he said. Radcliffe values Wilcox's ability to assess player performance, identify potential targets, and understand the dynamics of the team's current system. Radcliffe believes Wilcox's expertise vital for making informed decisions about player recruitment and team selection and overall strategy.
Are we talking about the same Radcliffe that said that they don't need a physio and
Well,
they can just stretch? They can just stretch and they'll be okay.
Stretch it out, MC. There we go. This is what he said. He says Radcliffe has emphasized United still lacks a comprehensive data analysis and relies heavily on Wilcox on the ground insights and experience.
Wow. Okay, so they're trying to build an analytic team, right? Yes. That's what they're trying to build, a whole department based on analytic. And
no. First of all, in an interview, I don't know who he was, but in an interview, he basically said, we don't even have a data team. We do have a data team. United did have a data team. I don't know how good that data team was, but they did have a data team. If Scamarin has a poor start, then let him see out the season and let him suffer with Ineos and Glazers because they are losing money. Yeah, big up. I don't know how true this is, but big up to Shekarian, Chief of the United Real Therapy. Ryan Checky, I didn't like it when Manchester United won the game against them because I'm a Leonist. Now I'm waiting for the game to kill them. You're waiting for the derby game. Okay. No worries, man. Has Radcliffe even put money in the club? Well, he's paid the Glazers a lot of money.
I think he's put 250 million. That's all he's
put. Garnacho news here. It says Alessandro Garnacho's priority is to stay in the Premier League while he's set to leave Manchester United this summer, despite Bayer Leverkusen interest, Ten Hag's appreciation. Well, Bayer Leverkusen just got 150 million in it for player sales. So
please take one.
Yeah, they've got money. They got money. Big up Striker says Manchester United want to sign Hugo Ekitike regardless of Mateus Cunha as they're still looking for a proper number 9. No agreement or decision yet. club to club talks between Manchester United and everyone begin last week. Listen, I think we're throwing the kid to the wolves. I really think. I genuinely, if I was him, I wouldn't come to Manchester United. I'd just be real. Because he's going to be trending on Twitter. He's going to be trending on Twitter, people. He's going to be trending. He needs to further develop. He's a talented footballer. Don't get it twisted, right? But he needs a lot of developmental work. He needs, because to play as a striker up front takes us specific levels of skill you need to have. Manchester United will turn their attention to signing Semedo or Eze if they lose out to Tottenham for Mbemo. Porto intend to sign Tyler Dibbling for over 25 million. Sources, Portugal.
The thing I don't like about our transfer policy is that we all here as fans, we have identified that there are different areas in the team that need addressed, different positions that need to be addressed. But when we start our transfer policy, if we believe in all the propaganda that are coming out of the press, it's almost like we say, oh, we need a striker. And then everything is about Manchester United needing a striker until we sign a striker. And then after that, they start worrying about the other position. Why can't we do like other team in a professional manner, identify targets in all the area and pursue them at the same time?
We need a center of Luani. We need a ball playing midfield player who's got legs. And we need a right wing back. I'm not watching Diego Dalot back five bullshit next season, mate. I'm not having that.
What worries me is that we're not linked with anything else than the striker right now. No midfield, nothing. Or it went quiet on all that front. No wingers, no midfielder, nothing. No wing back. All they're talking about is striker now. So it's almost like it's deliberate. They do that to drag the whole thing and put everybody's attention on signing a striker. And finally, when they sign that striker, everybody is like, yeah, we finally got our striker. And by the time they turn and try to address the other position, the transfer period is over. And, we can hold them accountable. A real team, a professional team, identify all their targets and go for them, regardless of if you sign a striker first, if you sign a midfielder first or wing back first, it doesn't matter. All positions are needed. I don't know why we do that all the time.
Yeah, Ben, talk to me. Talk to me, Ben. People, smash the likes. It costs you absolutely nothing. We've been live for just an hour now. And we've not even got 100 likes. Shame on you. Mods, get on it. Let's get people to like the video. Come on, Ben. Talk to me.
Come on, man. Come on. No, I think the one is spot on, man.
We need a goalkeeper, a centre half, right wing back, and a midfield player.
We need everyone, man. We do just yeah, man, I understand why we're going out for, the likes of the 210s and the striker, because I know how bad we were last season. We had so many chances last season that should have been a goal because of Garnacho, because of Hoyland, because of Mason Mount, because of Kobe Mainu, because even Ahmad too. We've just been we just haven't been clinical enough, man. And I completely understand why we're going for the attack first, but this just comes back to my thing. We need to go and negotiate multiple players, man. We just can't be just negotiating for the striker and Mbeumo. Negotiate with the striker and Mbeumo, midfielder, keeper. We need to negotiate a shit ton of players, man. And the one he's spot on, and you're spot on too, Norden. It's a massive, massive concern, man, that this midfield has not been talking about, man. Can you imagine our midfield next season? Ugarte, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes. Them three and Toby Collier, it'd be so harsh for the kid to play for Manchester United next season if he's going to play alongside Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. And don't even talk to me about Onana. He needs, honestly, man. I would rather have Tom Heaton in that box than Onana, man. And that's Tom Heaton. I pick up the Tom Heaton, man. But this is where we're at, man. It's just Fucking embarrassing. Woodward was able to work on multiple signings, even though he was a chief executive. They said Ineos hype, Ineos world class. Where is it? Where is it now, man? We've only signed one player, Mateus Cunha, and Bumo's linked to Spurs now. I don't believe that the whole bullshit saying, "Oh, Manchester United are still interested." I do genuinely believe Bumo might go to Spurs. So, where's all the giddy FC, man? It's just, and we could talk about incomings. Where's the outgoings, man? We need to get rid. Like this summer, I kept saying all the time, the outgoings are massively important, man. And I'm not seeing anything, man. It's fucking embarrassing. We're near the end of June. We're near the end of June, man. Our season starts in 2 months, as Luani said earlier on. Where's the progression? They're taking us down. We're regressing. We're regressing. It's fucking embarrassing, man. And they want to keep talking about this stadium bullshit, this Carrington revamp built BS. Fuck off, man. Honestly, bullshit. Complete bullshit, man. We are going to finish, and I mark my fucking words, even if it's with Amorim or without Amorim. If Amorim gets sacked after the third game, and we bring in, say, out of the rip, a Luis Enrique or anyone, I'm just being generally serious. Like, I'm just as an example. Enrique won't finish this squad under the top 10. We would finish like 12th, 13th, maybe even relegated. This side is fucking shit, and we need to get rid of this squad, man. Honestly, 75% of the squad needs to fuck off out of this club, man. Kobe Mainu, Ahmad, Lenny Euro, Aiden Heaven. I'm still willing to give Patrick Dorgu a time. All these players I've just mentioned, they can stay because I see potential in them. The rest can fuck off, man. I'm sick and tired of this squad, man. And it's every fucking time. We've never had a season. Yeah, obviously people can say last season Ineos did something. We got rid of McTominay, all these. It's not good enough, man. Chelsea got rid of 12 fucking signings, man. 2 or 3 seasons ago before Maresca came in. Why can we not do that, man? Why? It just doesn't make sense. It's just embarrassing, man. And we've got a Zionist prick that's going to be leading the front 9, man. How, can we go any lower than this, man? Can we go any lower than this? I've got nothing else to say, man. That's
when is our first preseason game?
When is it? Is it end of start of July, Nuridan?
Yeah, it'll be the end. I think towards the end of July.
Towards the end of July, yeah.
Toward the end of July. So we are about like a month away. A month or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A month and a half.
So maybe that's the deadline. I don't know where the transfers thing end, but maybe that's the deadline because preferably you want the coach to have all his signing before they go on a preseason tour. But the fact that we're taking so long to sign the players is also worrisome. Now we can say that maybe the Ineos and the board, they're trying to do like a package, a surprise package, and gift wrap us maybe 5 players, in one shot, and just say, hey, you know what, do like a grand opening of 5 players in one shot and go with the fanfare thing. But it's very doubtful because we have not sold any player yet, and that's something worrying on its own. And if we need to sell to buy, then where are they going to find the funds to buy all those players that are needed? That's the thing we worry about. At least if we have outgoing now and we don't have any incoming, we can say that, the money is being raised. But at this point, we don't even see anything. We don't see any movement. So it's genuinely worrisome.
Yeah. I mean, to me, the idea that Manchester United are going to go again next season with Diogo Dalot on the right wing back, and they're going to go again with Bruno and Casemiro, or Bruno and Ugarte in midfield. That terrifies me, mate. That really terrifies me.
No, I'm not terrified by Bruno. I'm not terrified by Dalot. I'm terrified by the coach that brought us to 15. That's who I'm afraid of. He's the one coming back. As far as I'm concerned, he's the biggest issue that we have. I understand a lot of people want him to get his second shot at the thing, but you have to understand the league year to year. The league is not the same. The league in which he finished 15 last year is not the same league he will be competing in next year. It's so dynamic. Things are improving. Leeds were not in the league last year. Now Leeds are here. And we all know when we meet Leeds, we all know how they play us. That's something else we still have to reckon with.
Yeah.
And he's even in more pressure, man, because I remember when Anja Postecoglou, he said, I win trophies in my second season. I was at the start of the season. Spurs like, get the fuck out of here. And then won a European trophy. Amorim, at the end of the season, told the whole Old Trafford, saying, the good days are coming. Let's see. So
and then walked inside the where the media is and told the BBC because it's going to be a tough season next season.
So let's wait and see, FC. Let's wait and see.
God.
Oh, embarrassing, man.
You remember when he said Bruno told him that he didn't know that the bottom of the table team will play.
Yeah, Ipswich. Yeah, the first game. Yeah, Ipswich. Yeah.
You know what's going to happen next year? Next year, he's going to ask Bruno, why didn't you tell me that when we play against Leeds, it's war? That's what he's going to tell Bruno. Because when we play against Leeds, it's going to be war. I guess he doesn't know that.
Well, the pictures are out on Wednesday. Big up to Jamie Wayne for letting us know they're coming out this Wednesday. We'll hopefully be live on Wednesday night to break it down. Big up to everybody. Love and like. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We've just reached over 100 likes, but you know we set a target of 150, 160 likes for this stream. So please smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Yeah. People said these frauds were sent to United to sing the club, folks. Open your eyes, people. Yeah, Mel, we are where we are. We are where we are. The reality is the reality. Manchester United have not sold anybody. Manchester United have only bought in one player who actually his dream was to play for Manchester United. And we paid we didn't needed to negotiate really with Wolves. We just paid a fee. You know, we had a buyout clause and we paid that. Obviously, we're going to pay it in 3 installments. That's all we needed to negotiate. It wasn't even a proper negotiation because the player wanted to come. It was his dream to come to United. But I think he's got his weaknesses as well. He doesn't know what is waiting. He doesn't know what is waiting for him Old Trafford next season. Trust me.
You know, when these guys, Cunha, when they say their dream is to play for Manchester United, so was Pogba's dream, so was Martial's dream. You see, the Manchester United they see in their dream is not the same Manchester United they walk into. They might be, when they were young, they were fantastic. They were looking at the team that we have, the Scholes, maybe the Ronaldo, Tevez, and Rooney, seeing that whole chemistry. That thing is gone. He doesn't know what he's walking into. I suggest any player that want to come to us these days need to talk to the players that have recently departed. Give Matic a call, give Herrera a call, give Pogba a call. Let them tell you give Ronaldo a call if you're Portuguese. Let him tell you what you're walking into.
Yeah, people, it's going to be very interesting. But in terms of Wilcox, Luani, going back to you, is he somebody you consider the best in class?
No.
Is he going to save us? Can one person save us?
No, I don't consider him best in class. I haven't made a lot of research on him. It's actually Vivel that I did a lot of research on. But the thing is that whether you're best in class or not, In the Premier League, you have to measure against the best. From top to bottom, this league is not a game when it comes to structure. Everybody is on point. Everybody have their structures on point. They know what they're doing, and it's a well-oiled machine. The team that get relegated, believe me, somehow some of them deserve to be relegated. Okay. If you come in here, you're seeing your best in class, you just don't have to say it. No matter how the PR, how they're selling the PR to us. So far, what we've seen is that it's a season in which we finished 15. And they were in charge when we finished 15. So if you're best in class, we haven't seen it so far. And there's no indication that shows that next year, this is going to improve based on the way how slow our transfer is going. So best in class, don't say it, just prove it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, to be fair. Working with these clowns, I actually don't know how good he is. We'll never know, really. Because imagine having Glazers and Ineos as your boss, Ben. I think anybody who's working for them is an impossible job.
100%. Spot on. 100%. It's been like this for the past 13 years, man. Been like this for the past 13 years. And it'll continue and on and on and on and on. Only way we'll succeed is get relegated, and there needs to be match day protests every fucking game, man. Need to close that mega store every fucking home game. Every home game. Like what you did in the final match. You didn't do any violence, nothing. Peaceful protests, they close the mega store, man. That's what we need to do every home match, because the home matches are the biggest income. They're massive, massive. And yeah, we can do the emptying Old Trafford, but I don't believe that's gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen, bro.
I just wanted to answer the question from JM. No one else would give Cunha that kind of money. Yeah, that might be true, but Cunha really wanted to come to Manchester United. He's admired Manchester United since he was a kid. It was his dream to play for Manchester United. So,
Nuruddin, you just talk about.
He thinks that Manchester United. He doesn't understand this Manchester United. Manchester had an interesting signing. Benfica midfielder João Neves this summer, as manager Erik ten Hag looks to bolster his up in the midfield. The part according to reporter Gianluca Di Mas. That was from the year before, yeah. But somehow we end up with Ugarte.
Nuruddin, when you were talking about Jason Wilcox, and asking if I rate him. All right, let's break that question down, right? What is the responsibilities of Jason Wilcox?
He's the man in charge now. He's the man in charge of recruitment, selling, buying players. He's in charge of the developmental of young players. He's in charge of it all. He's the director of football at Manchester United. I don't know if you heard that, Luani, but he's been promoted. Obviously, Dan Ashworth was sacked. He was a technical director. Now he's the director of football at Manchester United. Okay. He's got.
Hasn't been director of football in any club before he came here, or we?
I think so. I think Southampton. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Southampton, and we know the year that he was director of football at Southampton.
Yeah, we got him last season, didn't we?
Oh, okay. You see the point I'm trying to make, right? Where was So we take a director of football from a team that got relegated, and why he was there, and then we promote him to our director of football.
At Man City, he worked with the academy. He was the academy director at Man City. But at Southampton, he was the director of football.
Okay, so he worked as an academy director at City. They did not promote him as City, right? From academy director to anything in the first team.
No.
So we just Okay, so that's what we're doing now. We a big club, Manchester United. We across the street. We playing in we trying to compare ourselves to other clubs in the league. We trying to compare ourselves to our noisy neighbor. So we go there and take their director of football of the academy, and we make him our director of football. and that is supposed to be what? That's supposed to be something we have to rejoice about. If you read that, the problem at United is a multi-layer problem. As a director of football, if I'm looking at his responsibility, as you described to me right now, he's in charge of the recruitment, the overall recruitment, the development of the young players. There is a major problem in which he doesn't have his hands, and that is affecting the recruitment, which is the overall problem of the culture of the club. If he doesn't have anything to say about the culture of the club, and the culture of the club is decided by people who are below or above him, his job is going to just be made difficult. He will face challenges that he had never faced in his life. And from what I'm seeing right now, he does not have the experience to cope with this kind of thing. The thing that's happening at United is unique. You can't just come from being a director of football of the academy, director of the academy at City, and having Southampton, a bottom league, a bottom team that does not have any expectation. The pressure and everything is different. And come into a team where you make director of football, and where there are other factors that are beyond your job that influence the result on the pitch. I don't care if you're very good at recruitment, if you bring in the best players. The culture has already proven that the best players come here and die. So how are you going to make that happen?
Yeah, I mean, we had the perfect opportunity when Dan Ashworth got sacked. Paris Saint-Germain's director of football was right there. He wanted to leave, and we didn't do anything. Yep. He wanted to leave, and we didn't do shit. And everyone says, "Oh, Ineos is going to make big moves." Couldn't you imagine if we had PSG's director of football, who arguably is one of the best director of footballs in the world at this moment in time, and we had Wilcox there with obviously the academy, the young players going out for the young players, that's a perfect setup. You've just went from Dan Ashworth, who he did relatively okay at Brighton and Newcastle, to PSG, to arguably one of the best, the team that won the Champions League. We had the opportunity there, man, and we just blown up, bro. We've regressed. It was a terrible appointment in my opinion, moving Wilcox up to director of football from technical director, because he hasn't had experience before. He has, but Southampton, and no disrespect to Southampton, they're terrible. So we're about to be the biggest club in the world, biggest club in England. I'm lost of words, man. I'm lost of words. Liverpool wouldn't accept this. Manchester City wouldn't accept this. Arsenal wouldn't accept this. I don't know, man. I don't know where this club's going, bro, because we're just going down and down and down, man. Honestly, and it's just not gonna. It's gonna get worse, people. It's gonna get worse.
I love our signings. The players that we sign, everybody that come to this club, they think that Manchester United owe them something. They don't think that they owe us. They think we owe to take them to the promised land. And when that doesn't happen, they revolt.
Yeah. Big up the tactical devil's raid, man. Big up to the raid. Big up to the tactical devil's raid. Big up to everybody.
Golfer.
Big up Jarvis. Love. Big up to the golfer. AKA man like Jarvis Cocker, Big up to man.
So in order for us to succeed, I think the culture that have to change to a point that we don't want players that will come here and believe that we have to take them to the promised land. They have to come here and believe that there is a project that is ongoing, and this project is in its early stages, and they want to be part of this. We don't want them to believe that, yes, we come in here to shine. So why, if you don't shine, then you turn this whole thing into mutiny, into rebellion? We have that going with Garnacho now. Why are we trying to create another Garnacho situation with Cunha? We all know the temperament of the guy, right? Why would I go sign somebody who's beefing the fans? Like, we haven't seen that before.
But the thing is, no, Annie, although Cunha as a person, like I know he's an aggressive footballer. Obviously he gets a lot of.
Wait till he starts trending on Twitter, and then he'll start getting on the comments and arguing with United fans like he did with
100%.
Wolves fans.
100%. But then yet again, Norden, like see him like when he's playing the game and he's aggressive, like with all the players, and sometimes he can get a red card and stuff. And we need that. We have too many. We have too many players that they're too soft. That's the word. They're too soft, man. We need proper there's a wee clip there last season. Garnacho lost the ball. He didn't track back. He didn't run, and Casemiro slide tackled the player, and Casemiro got a yellow card, and he just roared at Garnacho, and Garnacho just gave him a dirty look. We need the players like Garnacho. He doesn't take criticism of himself. He won't apologize. He doesn't help the team at all. We need players that Casemiro's perfect, man. We need players that that do give a shit, man. That would go up to a player, that would go into a tackle, man. Like we need more of them. We need more. Like Roy Keane is the biggest example, and Roy Keane doesn't take any shit when he's on that football pitch, man. Doesn't take any shit. So I think Cunha, like regardless of obviously all the social media stuff, like the beef with all the fans and Wolves and stuff, it doesn't bother me at all, man. It's what you do in the football pitch is what bothers me, and I know we've signed a good player. But big up Jarvis, man. Big up the golfer.
Yeah.
The golfer.
Big up, Jarvis.
Big up. Oh, mute.
Yeah, you're mute. You're mute.
AKA the US golf, US Open contender, AKA Rick Astley.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoyed listening to you guys the other day. I went, I walked 1,200 steps, no, 12,000 steps. I played 9 holes and listened to you guys all the time. So it was brilliant. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So it's recreational golfing. I'm not a 10 handicap or.
Oh, never mind,
or,
Jarvis. Never mind. Yeah, I'm only 25.
Yeah. So what's the topic? What are we talking about? Because I just came over. I did a stream on Tactical Devils, by the way, and I tried to redirect for my first time.
Big up. You did fantastic. Big up. We appreciate you. Congratulations. This is the first time we've spoken properly on reaching 1,000 subscribers. You can properly monetize now. Congratulations to you and Stu and Tacticos. You did a fantastic thing. I would say that you earned every subscriber with the brilliant shows and the tactical analysis.
Thank you.
And the insights that you give. So big up. Love. Always love Jarvis.
Yes,
yeah, we're talking about, so basically I posed a question. Amorim has threatened to walk away twice, once in January and then one after the final. So a lot of people were saying, oh, Amorim is a waste, he's crap. Some of his players don't even want to join him at United. And I'm saying, what about if he's telling them, I don't know what's going to happen with me, so don't bother coming to this football club? I think that's a valid question to ask. But for a lot of people are like, oh, you're making up things. How am I making up things? You threatened to walk away twice. And they've only signed him one player. One player this summer. And in January, we got a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old. So at the end of the day, that's the reality. It's the reality. And our first game, Jarvis, is the 19th of July. Our first preseason game.
It's a valid question you make there, Noradin. And when it comes to this, he didn't only threaten to walk, but he threatened to walk without any payouts. He said so. And I feel that he's in this project. He wants to succeed, but you obviously need backing. As you talked about, you mentioned the 7 to 8 players in order at the bare minimum. And I think also Amorim feels he needs the proper backing. And, as a player, I wouldn't take it too serious. He threatened to walk. But for me, he a lot of times sounds a little bit like a politician. He says the right things all the time. So, I don't think, it was 100% serious. and I think he's an emotional character also. So maybe at the moment it felt like walking, but when he had some time to cool off. No, he's not going to walk. I think he's in for the project, but he's on just a short term contract. It's 2.5 years when he signed, so he's only have 2 years left on his contract. And maybe that's a worry if you want to sign players for now. We're bumping up contracts like 5 years, 6 years plus 1. So if you're going to stay at Man United 7 years and Amorim is the reason you're coming in, it's a little bit worrying. Let's say Gyökeres is coming in only because of Amorim. It's a risky business for him. So yeah, it's a valid question, but I don't have the answers. I don't know what's your takes on it.
Yeah, we just said that it's possible. We just said it's possible because if the coach doesn't know and doesn't have an idea, and we also discussed the fact that he won't be getting the same excuses that same patience that he got last season. He won't
next
be getting
season,
it. So whatever excuses he comes up with, yeah. So like I said, for me, the most important thing is good football. I know Manchester United are not going to win any, because of the owners. We're not going to challenge for the league title, and we're not going to win the Champions League anytime soon. So I am not bothered about the inconsistency of results. The most important thing for me is I need something to see. I need to see an improvement in the way we play football, the entertainment factor of the football that we play. And that's always been. It's been like that with Erik ten Hag. It was like that with Ollie. It was like that with every manager, because I've known more than most that the Glazers were never going to get anywhere. And now Ineos have joined the club. I don't see them getting anywhere because there's no Ineos sporting project has showing me where they've took a team to a league title.
Yeah.
Or even challenging.
It's true. It's true.
So,
it's true.
And Glazers, we don't do that. They just asked about top 4. So for me, I don't think we're even going to be next season. I think if we finish in the top half, I think that'll be a good result in a sense. But for me, in terms of his future, specifically about Amorim's future, for me, it's about the football we play next season. That's the most important thing for me.
Yeah, I know you're a purist when it comes to football, but I don't think in general the fan base feels the same way. I think results are more important. I think they want to be in winning ways and at least compete for top 6. And I think a lot of fans are dreaming of us competing for the top 4. I think it's totally delusional in my mind, but I think that's where the majority of the fan base stand at the moment. And I've been thinking for myself, let's say we came in 15th in the league this season and we played really poor for at least 2/3 of it, or maybe more. And when you think of it, it was Ten Hag's results at the beginning of the season and Van Nistelrooy's results as an interim in 4 games that actually kept us up. If we have just been playing with Amorim the full season in this system, point-wise, I think we almost would have been relegated. So, that's a worrying sign. My point is, I think Amorim might come good. We don't know. The gloves will be off next season. But my point when we talk about competing for top 6, top 4, would you guys, and I will bring this question to you, let's say we came in 15th, who came in 16th or 14th? Everton. If Everton signed Gyökeres, Mbeumo, and Cunha, would you say they could compete for top 4? Would that be realistic? Ben?
Nope.
Probably top 6, maybe not top 4, in my opinion. I don't think their defense is, well, for Everton case, I don't think their defense is good enough, or their midfield has the amount of the quality it has to get top 4. That's just my opinion, though.
Okay.
But I don't see, maybe top 6. So I see a few of the chat. Dave, big up Dave. Said top 6 as well.
For me, I just want to say my point. I think it's totally unrealistic for us getting a top 6, competing for top 6, even with Gyökeres, Cunha, and Mbeumo, because I think we have so many deficiencies in our squad and so many holes in our team. We're talking about Gallo, we are talking about Onana, we are talking about a calamity in Maguire. You know, he
Centre
played
back,
a
centre
good
midfielder,
season. Yeah.
right
Midfield.
wing back.
Midfield.
So in a way,
I said 7. You can get the 3 players up front, but you need 1 in midfield, right wing back, as a winger that can play there, a centre half, and I think we need 2 centre halves and a goalkeeper. But yeah,
To answer your question, Jarvis,
yeah.
you say if it was Everton that signed Cunha
or
and
West Ham
Mbeumo.
or
Pick up the chat.
or Wolves.
Hey, people!
Oh,
1 minute breaking news. We got a Zionist piece of shit in here. That'll be your last comment on
Get
this
outta here.
channel, pal. Fuck you, you piece of shit. I've been getting a lot of that lately, by the way, and I've had to delete loads of comments because I've got Israeli bots all attacking the channel, and now the ads, the ads that are appearing on the channel are is from the Israeli government propaganda on the channel. Somebody messaged me. 3 people messaged me the other day telling me about that. They got
to answer Jarvis' question, right? I would not think if it was Everton or Wolf or West Ham, I would not think they can compete with top 4, but for different reasons. My main reason for that is that, for example, if you take Everton, Sean Dyche is their manager. He's been in the league for a long time, and I don't think he's a top 4 manager, regardless of what team you give him. He have a specific job that he does in the league is to keep things up or rescue a sinking ship. He's specialized at that, just like Aladic and the other type of managers. So based on that, it's based on the manager solely that I would say that they won't be able to compete. Same for West Ham. If you take West Ham, for example, Graham Potter is there. He's in his first year of his project. He doesn't have any of the players he needed. Even though I don't think he will go for that profile of player, I don't think he'll be able to compete for top 4 based on the fact that he is somebody that his project takes time to build. And your question, the main answer for me is just the manager is the most important aspect of it.
Okay. Nura, what do you believe? Let's say, because are the fan base delusional when we talk about Man United competing for top 6, top 4 if we sign players like Mbeumo, Cunha, and Gyökeres?
No, I don't see it. I said top half of the table. We've done really well. You've got. I'll explain to you. We've got 3 centre halves that are quite injury prone: Martinez, Maguire, and Blint. And then we've still not got no right wing back. We haven't got a right wing back or left wing back for me. We can't rely on Dogu. He's 20 years old. He gets up the pitch, does all the running. And if you guys remember the way we played in the system last season, all the space in our team is in the wing backs. All the space that we get is the wide areas, the wing backs. So we need wingers to play in those positions. I think we need a midfield player who can pass the ball. The idea that we're going to think we can compete next year with Bruno and Casemiro or even Ugarte, that's laughable. It's absolutely fucking laughable. So I just think the fans, some of these fan channels and, the news aggregators on Twitter and are gassing people up because it all pays, because this comes from the top. We have got evidence that actually people are admitting it now, that some of the biggest channels, somebody sent me a clip the other day, one of the biggest channels on YouTube, about how he's in touch with the club. He gets news from the club. And then he pretends that he's Glazers and Ineos out. It's just fucking laughable. It's absolutely laughable. So for me, it's all part of the propaganda mill. It's all part of it. And people just need to understand what's happening. Yeah, big up, Ben. Ben, last word from you before you jump off.
Yeah, apologies. I have an important meeting tomorrow from work. So
yeah.
So
go on, big up.
Big up the chat. Make sure you're liking the video and subscribing. Also check out Jarvis's channel. Big up Jarvis once again for getting monetized, man. And big up the stew. Yeah, make sure you like the video and big up the Wani and Nerdin. Thank you for having me on, bro. Free Palestine, fuck Zionism, and free everyone that's oppressed, bro. And once again, we've actually Northern Ireland have won something. Yeah.
Yes, World Cup dart
World
champions.
Cup dart champions. So
Who did
hopefully
he beat in the final? Who did he beat in the final again? Remind me.
Wales, and they're the
Wales.
best. They're the best team in the world in darts. So
Yeah.
I'm just glad we were the underdogs of a one. So hopefully we can qualify for the World Cup for football. Hopefully. But pick up anyone, everyone.
No,
sorry,
again,
Luani?
quick 5 second. The question that Jarvis asked, can I reverse engineer it? Just send it back to you and him and the panel. Now, if Amorim get a chance to build his team, do you think he's a top 4 manager? And if yes, how long and how much money do you think he will spend?
For me,
Yes, for you. And
can you repeat, please?
So if Amorim get his players and build a team in his image, do you think he's a top 4 manager? If yes, how much money will we spend and how much time will it take to get there?
Well, it's a tough question to ask because I think, as I always say, there's not enough data to answer that question. It will be only in my belief in Amorim, but I think he's a good manager. I like his approach when it comes to tactics. I think he's a winner. He knows the game. He's been doing well in Portugal with Sporting. He built up a team from scratch. Although Man United is a different beast, so it's hard to say. And it's fierce competition when it comes to the Premier League. You're up against Pep and Slot and Eddie Howe and Arteta and all of these big name managers. So time will tell. I will sit a little bit on the fence when it comes to this. I like Amorim, but it's I don't have enough data to say if he can succeed or not. But when you look historically, there's not many managers that done well in the Premier League with 3 at the back. So that counts against him. We have a couple of managers like Antonio Conte winning the league with the Chelsea, but that was
can I just correct
that was
you?
a 3-5-2 formation.
Yeah. We don't play 3 at the back, Jarvis. We play 5 at the back. Let's have a correction.
Yeah, well,
we play 5.
He didn't do that in Sporting. So,
but United is doing that. That's why he's turned out.
And when he gets his players in and gets his system going, things might change.
I genuinely don't think he's getting any of his players. I think the club are signing players. We talked about Jason Wilcox as well. We talked about the comment and the power that he's got now, Jason Wilcox, Jarvis. That was the other topic that we discussed. We said Jason Wilcox. He's the only guy Jim Glazer is praising in interviews, saying he even lied and said, we don't have a data team. We do have a data team.
Yeah, sure we do. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said, oh, we only rely on his eyes. He said this. This is what he said. He said, Wilcox, a guy at coalface who's crucial for identifying what works and what doesn't, especially regarding player recruitment and team development. So he's the most powerful guy. And that's why you see him, Jarvis. You see Wilcox now as the guy who's there every time we sign a player. It's not the coach. It's not the manager. It's Wilcox. But that's what we were discussing. So for me, next season, I don't want to see us play 5 at the back. That's what I'm saying to you. We need to have 2 wingers who can play the wing backs. We need a midfielder who can get on the ball, who's got technical ability, but who's also got a bit of bite about him. We need 2 centre-halves for me, but I'll go for 1 for now, Jarvis. You told me be realistic. If anybody's told me, you told me to be realistic. But the fact that we haven't even got a goalkeeper.
You believe he's a top 4 manager?
No, we don't know, to be fair. But the data does not show that. The data, and that's what Jarvis was explaining. So I'll let Jarvis continue. Jarvis,
I was done, So, but I'm curious. What's your take, Luani, on your own question?
I don't believe he is a top 4 manager based on the tactic, not because of his ability. The job of a manager have too many intangibles attached to it, and you can just only be a good tactician. It can just take you so far. There is in-game management. There is man management, and the whole season I've I've had on him so far has proven me that the other aspect of being a manager, he hasn't fulfilled my expectation in terms of man management and in terms of in-game management. Now, the other optic of that is that if, assuming that he gave everything he needs, would he have enough time? That is the question. Because right now, as we're talking, he's out of time. That is the main thing. Would he have time?
But
No.
how long do you think he will get? Till Christmas before people lose their patience? Or do we need to produce results right away, even with a successful transfer window?
The thing with this club is that the fans determine when the manager gets fired. And as a fan, our patience is just way too thin. So I believe if he starts the season and within 10 games, we don't see anything favorable, he's gone.
Okay.
I personally think, I don't think they would sack. I think things would have to get so bad for them sacking. But we did a poll on that, Jarvis, but I forgot to write sack. So I said, do you think Ineos and Glazers will sack? I forgot to put sack. Well, Amorim, if he has a bad start, 76% said yes, 24% say no. That's the poll that we ran.
Okay.
And how many people voted? Let me have a look. We got 100 people voted for that poll. So a lot. So it's a long chunk size for the people who are watching this channel tonight. But yeah, at the end of the day, I just think that for me, the football is important. For some of us to come and defend him, Jarvis, people like you and me, and that's because we understand that he's been put in a very difficult situation. We don't entirely blame him. We blame the people who got him to the situation. And the fact that he's inexperienced, the fact that he's learning on a job, he's managing one of the most competitive, even though last season wasn't competitive, right? But one of the most physically competitive football, leagues in world football. And so I'm really excited about next season, by the way. I'm excited about what the new City are going to fight back, or Liverpool going to go on a domination, are Arsenal going to get in the mix, can Newcastle and Chelsea sustain playing in the Premier League and Champions League, what's going to happen there?
Even Spurs?
Can Villa come back? Can Spurs with Thomas Frank do something? Let's see what Thomas Frank's going to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of people tipped him to become to replace Amorim. People was his choice, or before he even got Amorim, he was one of the people ranked with a job. So we're going to see what he does. So it's going to be very, very interesting whether the teams that come up, Burnley, Leeds and Sunderland, who are coming up, what it's going to be like for them. So next season is going to be a teller. But in terms of Amorim, I think it's going to be very difficult. Like I said, I keep saying it. I kept saying it till, with 3 games to go in the season. I kept asking everybody, what's going to change in 3.5 months' time? Unless to me, the only way you could help this guy is to get athletic players, physically strong and technically good players, 7 of them in the starting lineup next season. Then I think maybe we'll be able to see changes. Then
and not to forget specialized players for his system. Because I think that's what he's struggling with right now. He doesn't have specialized players. When you see it from a tactical point of view, his number 10s are in between 9 and 8s. His wingbacks are in between wingers and fullbacks. The wide centre backs are in between fullbacks and centre backs and DMs. So a lot of in between players is what's missing in his system, and a lot of things. He needs specialist players for this to work, and I think that's one of his biggest issues at the moment, because with the, let's say, with fullbacks as wingbacks, you don't get the same. With number 8s as number 10s, you will not see the same. With regular centre backs as wide centre backs, it will not be the same. So I think that's one of the biggest issues. The main issue for me, I think, from a tactical point of view, he needs his specialized players in this system for it to work.
I believe next season, Liverpool will not only be able to challenge, but they will probably fall out of the top 4. There's a new team that will come in the top 4, whether it's between Aston Villa and Tottenham.
Wow, Luani, that's a take and a half. Luani, let me just rewind that so the people at the back can hear you. You're saying Liverpool, who have just basically spent breaking the English transfer record, bought 3 players, bought a left back, a right back, a goal machine, and an assist machine in Works for 115, 120 million euros, or whatever, 120 million pounds. You're saying they're going to drop out next season?
Yes, sir. I believe that. And
wow.
I believe second season in this league is the real reckoning time for most of the managers. Last year we were talking about the football that Ange was playing. Now look, this year he's gone. So we don't know how Liverpool's manager Arne Slot is gonna do this year. But from what I've seen last year, there's a lot of games that they did not win convincingly. And you see how they did in the cups toward the end. They ran out of steam. Most of their star players are going north of their prime now. When we say Van Dijk, Konate, Salah, they're going north of their prime. So I'm not too sure what the makeshift of that midfield is going to be next year, or how the makeshift of the attack is going to be with the players they purchase. But they will still need some time to gel. I don't think that system will be able to carry them toward the whole season. They were beneficiary of a lot of things this year when they did well. I think a lot of people overrated their whole season. They stayed consistent when they needed to, and by the time they tail off, people couldn't catch up to them. Sometimes that's just what you need to start well, to stay consistent to a certain level, and then when you tail off, nobody else can catch up to you. Challenge for next year, I think it's going to be between Arsenal and City.
That's interesting because I do agree with Liverpool's analysis that they stayed consistent while City and Arsenal fell away. And I don't think they were that amazing, granted, but I think the confidence that players are going to get from winning the league is going to be, it's not going to be easy to shake off. They're used to winning games. They're used to Salah rescuing it. And they got a guy who is, if he starts banging goals in and starts assisting, it's going to be, yeah.
And let's not forget that Liverpool are losing out on the most likely the 2 best fullbacks in the Premier League the last 5 seasons when it comes to Trent and Robertson. Trent is going to Real Madrid. We know that. Robertson is linked to Atletico Madrid and several other clubs. So he most likely will leave, even if they bring in Xerxes and Frimpong. They are brilliant in a way, but they're not the same level yet. So, it's a fair take. And I actually agree a bit with your take, Luani. I think there is a chance that Liverpool might fall off next season. And let's not forget, Aston Villa, Man United don't have any European competitions. And I don't know the other teams, how serious they will take Europa League, Champions League. So there's a lot of X factors going into this. So, yeah, it might happen. And I don't think Liverpool has as big as a squad as, for example, Manchester City. And even Arsenal think I have a bigger squad than Liverpool when it comes to the squad size and quality of players. So who knows? You're unmuted.
It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. Really going to be super interesting to see what happens. We can be here all day and night, people. Big up Jarvis for joining us. Please go and subscribe to Tactical Devils. It's on there. Make sure you follow him at Bowley, BOLE77 on X. Make sure you check out Luani, Mwali Luani, 1979. And check him out, United Trucker, as we call him. He's our United Trucker resident on this channel. You might catch him on Jarvis. You might catch him on Jarvis Corner. You might catch him on Tactical Devils, but you'll only see him on here, if not there. Big up to every one of you. Big up to Ben, who joined us tonight. Love and light to him. And congratulations to Northern Ireland for winning the darts world title, beating Wales in the final. That took a lot. And big up to every one of you. Unfortunately, there you go. Luani doesn't mess about. Luani, Luani got to tell Ben you're practicing. You might get involved, eh? Might be getting involved in that. Yeah, somebody saying Liverpool will buy more. Yeah, of course Liverpool will buy more players. But I personally think the confidence that Liverpool got last season from winning games, I think that mentality is going to drag them. I think if they're going to sign, I think maybe 5 players, and I think that they've got players to re-energize the team and the squad. So it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, big up to everybody. Unfortunately, we failed to reach our target, and you know what happens. You know what I mean? I don't like that. We're 25 likes short. And by the way, people, we're basically 6 subscribers away from 200. 200 for a channel that's shadow banned. That's a fantastic effort. Big up to the Israeli bots. Obviously, we just got a little small channel, small community. But Zionists are so shaking that they're coming after us, and they're sending their psychopaths to us. They're sending the fascists towards us. So it is what it is, people. But we're here. We're going to stand. We're going to stand against fascism, because to me, Zionism is fascism. Zionism is a death cult. Solidarity with all of the people in the Southwest Asia who are going through a horrific time at the moment with Zionist bombing and Zionist aggression and Zionist genocide. Fuck Sisi, the president of Egypt, and all of the fucking Egyptian so-called government. You bunch of fucking cowards. Around maybe 50,000 people have gone there with aid and food to try to help the people of Gaza who are starving to death, but they won't. They blocked the border. So fuck fucking Egyptian government. Love to the Egyptian people, but fuck the Egyptian government. And to the Muslims and the Arabs in the world, leaders so-called, you're nothing but fucking cowards. Bootlickers everywhere, you Zionist fucking bastards. Big up to everybody. This is a channel. We stay true to the title, United, Real Therapy. You come and get your therapy. We post different questions. We go beyond the clickbait headlines. We go and ask questions about what is going on at the football club. And tonight, I thought it was an interesting question to say, maybe he doesn't think he's going to be here, Amorim. That could be it. Because for me, I think the second time, it was quite calculated what he said. I understand what Jarvis said about the emotions, but I think he said, I'm happy to go without compensation. That means he's been thinking about it. You don't just come out with that out of emotion. You know,
no, that was a bluff. Nobody walk away from 9 million. Nobody.
But big up to everybody. Please smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Love and like. Yeah. Big up,
guys.
Big up to everybody. And free Manchester United fans from Lasers and Ineos. Free the world from the fascist and the death cult that is Zionism. Free everybody who's locked up, people. Free the people. Free the Manchester 10. And free you. We stand with all the indigenous people around the world. We stand with everybody. All of the oppressed people around the world. Love and light, people. And fuck Tommy Robinson, the Zionist piece of shit. Love and light, people. We'll be back sometime tomorrow. We might do a video. But yeah, we post the questions. And the most powerful fella when it comes to recruitment is Jason Wilcox. Jason Wilcox. And if you don't believe me, go and check out what Jim Glazer says about him and how he's giving power to basically for the football club. There you go, people. And I think it's going to be tough times ahead for Amorim if they don't get the 7 players out that we said from the beginning of last season. We said towards the end of last season, we said they need 7 players to go into that first team to make it significant. And Jarvis has come in and said, actually, we need a specific type of players that can play in the system. And it is what it is. Yo, big up. Bruno, apparently, Bruno, you see it on my tweet. People are saying he left the company, but why invest in the first place? The slow ethnic cleansing and genocide have been going on to the Palestinians for the last 70 years. It's not just now.
True.
Yeah, so fuck Bruno and fuck all these other players who are investing in with the Zionist entity and Zionist fucking companies. Love and light, people. We'll be live tomorrow. We might do a video. Anything breaking. Ekatike. I personally think the kid is we're gonna come on. He's gonna come. He might drown here. We don't develop players. We don't develop talents. I think we need to go and get Mateta. We need to go and get a striker.
100 million euros.
No chance.
That's
No
the
chance.
asking
It's not
price.
happening. That's not
8 to
happening.
10 million.
Listen,
That's a joke.
Jarvis, they're
TK,
smoking.
forget about it.
They're
Yeah.
smoking something in Frankfurt. I don't know what they're smoking. But wherever you're smoking, leave it alone, kids. Don't touch it. Peace. Take care,
Peace.
people. Make sure you check out Ben on X at Elmore39. Take care, people. Good night. Good night,
Good night.
guys.
Good